hang on for the ride, because the next 6 weeks will be really telling about what we do to help these kids get the best education that we can give them.
Year-round school, boundary changes, and a 9th grade academy. Those are Fargo School Board members' top ideas to address overcrowding at Davies and Discovery until a new school can be built.
Valley News Team's education reporter Veronica Marshall was with the board members when they came up with these ideas and is live in the studio to share more details with us now. Veronica.
Mike, Andrea, if parents are surprised by these ideas, they're not alone.
These were things that really nobody expected to come up today, so they were delightful surprises, and really was a result of open-mindedness and open discussion.
So we've heard about boundary changes before, and there is a precedent in the district already when it comes to temporarily reassigning students to other buildings, like when 9th graders were sent to Agassiz. But the idea of year-round school is a lot newer. At the meeting, board members were introduced to the idea of students being split into groups and attending school 45 days on, 15 days off. That schedule is staggered, so when one group of students is attending school, another group is off. That allows the school to meet all students' needs without going over capacity. Now, district leaders will research these concepts, create a pros and cons list for each one, and present those to the board on August 13th. The board is expected to vote on which idea they'd like to move forward with on August 27th. And board members say whichever idea they choose, it won't go into effect until the 2022 school year. Andrea?
Thanks, Veronica. We're also getting feedback from parents about the board's latest decisions. One Fargo parent tells us having more options to address overcrowding is encouraging. What do you think? Find this story on our Valley News Live Facebook page and join the conversation. We are following some breaking news for you out of Holly, Minnesota. That's where one person has died after an aircraft crashed early this afternoon.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley has been following this story and joins us now with the very latest. Bailey?
Mike, Andrea, I want you to take a look at this right now. So in between these orange fences, this is all that's left right now of this small aircraft that crashed here just next to Highway 10 in Holly earlier this afternoon. Now, officials tell us that the FAA inspector will be out here tomorrow morning, hopefully to figure out exactly what happened here. Now, a family member was here at the scene just a little bit ago, and he was pretty distraught, and he told us that the victim, the pilot of this aircraft, was a local near here, and he told us that the pilot used this aircraft as a hobby. He said that we're told that the aircraft was a gyrocopter, which is a very small one-seater, very mini helicopter. Now, the Clay County Sheriff Mark Empting said that a bystander was driving by and came and pulled the pilot out of the aircraft. However, he was too late as the pilot was already deceased. The bystander did sustain a few injuries while he was pulling the pilot out, but he was treated and released. Now, they're still not sure what exactly caused this crash, but as I said, the FAA inspector will be reporting live in Holly. Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks, Bailey. Authorities will release the pilot's name after family notified. Coming up on tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we'll listen to the dispatch audio seconds after that aircraft went down.
Our break from the rain has been nice, although we're still putting up with a strong wind at times. Hutch is here with no wait weather. That includes the chance of trouble for some parts of the valley. Hutch?
Right, and here in the FM area, we have very quiet conditions as we head into the evening, so no concerns here at this time. As we take a look at the radar, there are some thunderstorms forming in southern parts of Saskatchewan and Manitoba, moving into the Brandon area, and sprinkles working their way through the northwest quadrant of Minnesota. Later this evening, a chance of some severe storms, large hail, damaging wind will be the primary threats in the areas in yellow. Isolated strong storms to severe storms will be possible in the areas of deep green. Fargo, quiet and slipping into the 70s a little later. The wind should decrease after sunset a bit as well. Temperatures are similar in Grand Forks, but the chances for storms better once we get beyond the 10 o'clock hour. I'll have hour-by-hour details on our storm track and timing as we talk again here in just a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
A man has been arrested after refusing a traffic stop in a short police chase that ended with a dip in the Cheyenne River. It happened in mid-afternoon in Horace after the short police chase. Police say the driver crashed his Ford F-150 into a squad car and took off running. Jason Marinucci then jumped into the Cheyenne River near Horseshoe Bend in Horace and swam across the river. Police say Marinucci had several warrants out for his arrest.
What a difference a year can make. Case in point, the former executive director of the Fargo Park District. Documents obtained by Valley News Live show very different performance reviews for Joel Vettel. After his first year in charge of the Park District, Vettel was told he did an outstanding job. It was much different following last year. His 2018 review indicates disciplinary action for giving out excessive amounts of vacation leave to Park District workers. It also says he needed to develop in a variety of areas. Vettel recently stepped down with very little said about why. He will still be paid through the end of the year, plus other benefits. Dave Leaker has been named interim executive director. Vettel's job reviews are posted on our website, valleynewslive.com. The mother of a Fergus Falls baby who was abused while in daycare wants to know why the man convicted was let out early.
It's a whistleblower update that you'll only see here on Valley News Live. Reporter Rose Itzkovitz visited the Otter Tail County Jail to get some answers.
Fergus Falls mom Casey Grant says her son's doing better these days.
I mean, he's still afraid of grown men.
It's a story we first brought you months ago, after Grant picked up her then 15-month son from daycare last January, all bruised and banged up. Tyrone Anderson, convicted of endangering a child and domestic assault, was released after just 40 days, 20 days earlier than his sentence. Grant, who was notified when Anderson was initially arrested and released, says she thought she'd be notified again when he was let out early.
There is a no contact order on my son from him.
But Lieutenant Jim Stewart at the Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office says victims are always notified when someone is first arrested and bonded out.
Because when somebody's been arrested, the victim has no idea of knowing when that person is getting released, if they could bond out at 3 in the afternoon or sometimes, 6 in the morning.
But once a person does time and gets out from that, that's public information.
So the victim does have the opportunity to follow that court case.
But Grant also didn't know why Anderson got out early in the first place.
I don't think there should have been any good behavior because nothing was mentioned in court.
But actually, it was just that, good time.
Good time is basically as long as you do your time in jail without having any disciplinary issues, any major problems. You get credit for every 2 days that you serve. You get credit for the third one. So you do 2/3 of your time.
Stewart encourages victims to ask questions.
And maybe sometimes the court doesn't always let people know that there's credit for good time or credit for time that's already been served.
Grant says she was not made aware of this good time that would get Anderson out early, and she wishes the court would have made that more clear. In Fergus Falls, Minnesota, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
We here at Valley News Live have resources for victims to find out custody status information and receive notifications on inmates' release. And for more information, head to our website and click on this story. And if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, here's some advice. Call our whistleblower hotline. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
Bemidji police are asking for your help identifying this person of interest in an ongoing investigation. If you have any information about him, you can call Officer Becerra at 218-556-2276. Be sure to reference photo number 400.
North Dakota's Sunday morning shopping ban is coming to an end. Lowe's, Menards, Fleet Farm, and Sam's Club are among stores opening at 8 Sunday morning. Target says it's going to be opening at 7 a.m., Costco at 10 a.m., and Scheels at 11 a.m. Walmart will be open 24/7 starting August 1st. This all comes legal in North Dakota starting Sunday, August 4th.
Later on Valley